KROQ, we're Klein Alley Show. Let's figure out what's going on in the world, look at your news. Then we kick off a brand new hour as we unload GOAT together for all of the complaints, criticisms, critiques, or questions that could be waiting on the GOAT line. We'll do that. Another round of Let's Be Honest because people got questions, and that lesbian right there has answers. But before we do anything else, let's find out what's happening. Here is your ADD news.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for some ADD news. Oh, no, my hard seltzer went flat.
Well, we talked a lot yesterday about having a, quote, safe space for comedy. At the roast, comedians were able to let it all out unfiltered and say some problematic things without the consequences. And here we are, day 2 after the roast, and people are offended. Taylor Swift fans are upset. Kim Kardashian fans are upset. Aaron Hernandez's widow is mad. And Gisele Bündchen is upset as well. Let's go through it. Taylor Swift fans are pissed because Tom Brady made a joke about how the only reason the Chiefs Stadium is loud is because it's full of 14-year-old girls. Then there was the joke about how Kim Kardashian was scared to attend the roast because she didn't want to leave the kids at home with their dad.
Right.
So Kardashian fans are mad about that. Then the Aaron Hernandez thing.
Why are Kardashian fans mad? I can see Kanye fans being mad about that. That's a joke.
There are no Kanye fans.
Well, there are some Kanye fans. I mean, that's the joke. This is the other problem about unfunny people is they don't even understand what to get mad at with a joke. Because that joke was not about.
People are so obsessed with Kim Kardashian that anything that is threatening to her lifestyle or her past or her husband, ex-husband, whatever, people are offended on their behalf, even though Kim Kardashian probably didn't even care.
The best part of having friends, and I'm not saying everyone who roasted each other are friends, but it's saying the meanest thing you possibly can to one of your friends, but in a funny way. And because you're friends, it's cool. And in the roast, when you have to watch the faces of people trying to pretend like they're smiling
I love it.
when they just got insulted.
Or
so
when
deeply.
they can't even muster a smile.
That's great. Nothing better.
Then there's Gisele Bündchen, who was subject to many, many jokes at the roast, and apparently she is, quote, deeply disappointed by the disrespectful portrayal of her family on Sunday evening's roast show. But that was, of course, not said by her. It was said by people who are close to her, so who knows how she actually feels about it. And I've never really liked Tom Brady simply because I'm not a Tom Brady fan, but I was like, dude, you could tell at the roast that he had a great time. He wanted to let loose. He wanted to laugh about some of the more uncomfortable parts of his life. And if this is real and she's like, screw you, I'm so disappointed. It's kind of like, come on, dude. Your life is in the public. You guys are both A-listers. What do you expect? It's like the whole joke about Will Smith's wife with the Chris Rock thing. It's just like, you're gonna be a butt of a joke at some point in your life because you are famous. That's part of that's part of being famous. It's gonna happen.
We make fun of each other all the time without the good looks and all the money.
Or fame.
Yeah, it sucks for us.
We're just regular people.
Hey, what's funny is that I was thinking about this, but Tom Brady, you talk about all of the people on different levels of success, right? Rich, good looking, absolute, best at his job ever, probably. And I hated the Patriots, and trust me when I say hated everything about football.
Totally, they were so annoying.
But you look back and you go, incredible thing to watch. Glad it happened in my lifetime. Got to see that whole thing.
Now that he's gone, I'm like, oh, he was really great.
But it's nice to know that people like that still have all the same problems that the rest of us have. Now, sure.
Sometimes more.
Right. Failing, crumbling marriage, unhappy wife. I can relate, guys. That I can relate with. It's nice to know that I have something in common with Tom Brady.
You just have no rings.
No rings, Allie. Good point.
All right, it's very hard to quit something you love, and there are any number of methods to quit smoking, but now you have a whole new crop of people that need to quit vaping. And what do you do with those people? Because the nicotine patches aren't working. Now, they have created a new medication that might be the first FDA-approved pill specifically for quitting vaping. Apparently, in clinical trials, that's doing really, really well. And I just was looking it up because I was curious how many people vape now versus smoke. And there are 11 million people who vape, but still 28 million who smoke. And I was like, wow, I didn't realize it was such... I guess I thought it was more even. Mm-hmm. But 14% of people now smoke. And in 1965, it was over 40%.
Yeah, it was so much cooler back then.
And also, I was seeing it go down, the percentage. But then I'm seeing it come back up a little bit.
Coming back, baby.
It's so weird.
Like baggy pants are back now. And next will be cigarettes. That's how it goes.
They're here. They're back.
It's the life cycle.
And then finally, fast food places have been catching a lot of heat lately for inflated prices and also shrinkflation. But McDonald's says that they are now working on a larger, more satiating burger and that they plan to roll it out in test markets later this year.
So what I'm hearing is smoking's coming back. Our pants are getting bigger to accommodate the fact that we're going to eat giant hamburgers, even bigger burgers.
And
I think
Giselle's mad.
The future is bright.
Yeah.
I think the future is a good time to be alive right now. Let's focus on the good.
Because you won't be alive for much longer.
That's right. I mean, look, if you only got a few years on this planet, might as well enjoy it, right?
Yeah.
Giant hamburgers.
That's what my mom says.
That's right. More advice from Allie's real-life mom to get you ready for Mother's Day. Kick off a brand new hour of the show next. And if you're looking to travel, we'll take care of you, get you on that standby list, and give you some tickets to see Kings of Leon at the upcoming show at the Kia Forum. It's all happening this morning right here. KROQ, we are Klein Alley Show.
Klein Alley Show.
Klein Alley Show.
KROQ. K-Rock.
All right, let's get to your news on KROQ. Then we kick off a brand new hour of the show. Allie, by the way, a lot of people on the phone for a variety of reasons at 800-520-1067. Jennifer, you're on. What's up?
Hi. So I was just calling because I heard you guys talking about the psychics and stuff like that, and I wanted to share an experience that made me a believer real quick. I was working at a hospital.
All right, we don't have time right now, but I do want to hear the story because, Allie, we got to get to the news. If we get behind, Allie, the one thing that we don't get to do is give away a trip to go to Ireland and see Kings of Leon. So we have to do that.
We can't have that.
We cannot do it. I want to hear your story. A lot of people on the phone for a variety of topics. Hold on. You probably knew I was going to do that because you believe in the psychic stuff. I thought she was calling for another one of my world-famous readings.
Not
clearly.
how it works.
I think it is. Let's get to your news right now.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for some ADD news. My therapist says I'm good enough.
All right, if you want to feel thoroughly confused, slightly angry, and a little bit horny,
Yes. Now we're talking.
go through some of the red carpet pictures at the Met Gala that happened last night. There are a bunch of people. They all get together every year. They're super hungry and their brains don't work, and they say, let's pick a theme and design some outfits. And what do you get? The theme this year was Sleeping Beauty, and you ended up with things like purses that are shaped like ice cubes and dresses with actual trees inside of them. Lana Del Rey was wearing a dress that had some kind of a crown of thorns thing happening, but it looked like there was just a tree branches wrapped around her with like fabric on the outside.
I'm
it
telling you
looked
right
really
now,
strange.
I would never go to that thing. I would never be invited to go. But if I did, I would get my body wet. I would roll around on the floor of a barber shop or like in a pile of leaves, and I would just show up, and people would be like, that's unbelievable what he's done.
What a wonderful day!
You already looked like you rolled around on the floor of a barber shop.
That's true. That's a good point.
So
That's a
you
good
just
point.
show up naked.
Yeah, I think the weirder, the more they think you're like a fashion genius.
Well, I wonder if you'd like Doja Cat's outfit because she did something that I'm sure F and Kevin would have loved. She went wet t-shirt contest.
Great.
It was pretty good.
It
Really?
was cool.
Yeah,
It was
look
like
it up.
it was a dress that was a long white gown and it had this wet t-shirt effect. So it was like clinging to her whole body and it looked like a wet t-shirt even though it wasn't. And
I
I feel
gotta
like you
look
would have
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, he loves it.
The only thing that would have been better is her wrestling in oil.
Relax. Let me see. I'm looking up this look.
A lot of people are talking about Sydney Sweeney's outfit too, Klein. I don't know if you saw that.
Nope, but I'm looking at her next.
Okay.
Oh, Doja. I just got the Doja. Woo!
You like it? The other thing about
Skin
this
to win.
is you can.
That's what they say at those wet t-shirt contests, Al. You know
That's the
that.
theme next year.
Yeah.
The thing is, you can also tell what people had decided to wear before they knew the theme. Because there were some people that were like, I'm going to wear this, and it has nothing to do with the theme, and it just looks super random or shocking just for the sake of being shocking, and it has nothing to do with anything. But I also feel like some of the guys, like Bad Bunny, and there were some people who had like real different outfits. But for the most part, if you're a guy, you could probably just go tuxedo every single year, and everyone would be like, oh, you killed it.
Yeah, it's pretty easy. Although, who was it that wore horse feet? Oh, Bad Bunny. Yeah, Bad Bunny had
Well, he had like a little poof on top too.
Yeah,
That was like he went like medieval
No,
royal.
he changed his feet to like goat feet. He had
He
like
did?
Yeah, he had like what are those hoofs?
Oh, maybe he
that's
stole the
cool.
goats
Yeah, maybe he stole those missing goats.
for his
We
Met
found them
Gala
on Bad
outfit.
Bunny.
Okay, let's move on from that. Here's the next
I
thing.
had the biggest boobs.
All right, a great costume.
Hi, Sydney Sweeney.
That costume will always win.
All right, here is the next thing ruining the environment, and it's something that you would not expect. The smell of cooking food is actually air pollution, according to a new study. And it's hard to resist the delicious smell of food that's cooking in restaurants, food trucks, and street vendors across LA. But a new government study suggests that those may be negatively impacting our air quality. And that's one of the reasons that we have some of the worst smog.
That is the best smell ever. When I left the Forum on Sunday after the Brady Roast, and I got hit in the face with the collection of bacon-wrapped hot dog carts and a couple other random people that were trying to sell.
There's nothing like an unexpected good food smell.
It's
There's
great.
something, but where I pick up my son from school, and it's like it smells different every single time I go, and I'm like, whoa, in the parking lot, I don't know where it comes from, and I don't want to know.
Yeah,
I just smell something different. And sometimes it's waffles, sometimes it's cookies, sometimes
I'll drive by In-N-Out sometimes just to put the windows down, sunroof open, get as much of that smell as I can get.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
And you got to breathe that in because, like you said earlier, Klein, even though we're probably going to die sooner than a lot of other people, at least we're getting to walk around with smells like this, and we get a better life.
Of all the unexpected smells you're going to encounter in your life, most of them are bad. So when you get an occasional, good-smelling food cooking, you take that as a win, regardless of if it's bad.
Like in New York, they get to smell trash on the street all day long.
Especially as you get into summer months now, you get that summer street garbage.
Gross.
Ugh.
All right, finally, Austin City Limits has been announced, the lineup, and here's who's on it. Austin City Limits takes place in October, 2 weekends, starting October 4th, and headlining is Blink-182, Dua Lipa, and yet again, Tyler, the Creator. He headlined Coachella, then now they just announced he's headlining Outside Lands, and now he's doing this. Seems like too much. Also on the lineup, you can see Cannons, Mr. Wives, Chappelle Roan, The Beaches, The Marias, Foster the People, Jungle, and Royal Otis. And I'll have to say, some of the tiniest font I've ever seen of all the lineups. If you look at this, Klein.
Yep. Man, they got a lot of bands down there.
I know, but I've never seen it tinier.
Yeah.
It's like an eye exam chart.
That's how they should do eye exam charts from now on. Make it more fun. Read this lineup. Give me a 3 bands.
Royal Georges.
Give me some of the support acts now. Go ahead. All right, hey, we posted the full lineup up on our socials, Klein Alley Show, if you want to see that complete lineup. All right, we get into a brand new hour of the show. We'll do that right after this one from Papa Roach on KROQ.
Klein Alley Show. The world-famous KROQ. KROQ.
KROQ, Klein Alley Show. Let's get to your news, find out what's going on in the world, and then get you on a standby boarding list so you can travel to this time it's Ireland. KROQ World Tour 2024, destination number 11 is Ireland. Band number 11, Kings of Leon. Give you some tickets to their show in August at the Kia Forum. And write your name down so you can see them again. Because apparently bands hit differently when you see them in other countries, which is why KROQ's been doing this world tour for a while and sent hundreds or if not thousands of listeners, hundreds of thousands of miles around the world to see your favorite bands. And that's just one of the many things we do to say thanks for listening to us or being too lazy to change the station. And here's your news.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News. I can already feel myself getting dumber.
So 2/3 of the population believe there is life on other planets. Whether or not you believe that they have actually come here to visit us is a much more complicated belief. Now, this alien video that came out of Vegas last year has been the subject of a lot of conversation and a lot of controversy. And if you don't already know about it, this family in Vegas contacted 911 last year saying that they had seen UFOs and that aliens were in their backyard. They were about 9 or 10 feet tall. Here's some of the audio from the 911 call.
There's like an 8-foot person beside it, and another one's inside, and it has big eyes and looking at us.
Okay, where is this on your property?
In my backyard. I swear to God, this is not a joke. This is actually, we're terrified of it.
So there's 2 people or 2 subjects that are in your backyard?
Correct, and they're very large. 9 feet, 10 foot, I don't know. They look like aliens to us. Big eyes. They have big eyes, like I can't explain it. And big mouth.
Well, you
I'm
hear
just
them.
picking flowers.
That was the last time we took the show to Vegas. That was
Mother's Day.
That was right. That's just Allie from the radio. Let her be. Yeah.
So all these months later, they are still analyzing this video. And at first they had said, oh, it's a hoax. And now a lot of experts have looked at this footage and said that it is very legitimate. There's one of the latest people to weigh in on this was a guy who I guess is like, he's on all these high-profile cases to basically determine if videos are real or fake. And he was on the evidence room, animations and exhibits. He's like a big name in this field, I guess.
Screen name Alien Boy 69.
Exactly. No, I mean, I don't think he just does alien stuff. He determines whether videos are manufactured or if they're real.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Yeah.
So police evidence will look at it and say this is fake. Right.
Exactly.
And he thinks this is all on the level.
Here's what he said.
No, there's no editing. That is an original video. We did a complete analysis of it, and we tried to debunk it to see if there was something that was added to the video. And all of our results came back as it was authentic. You can't deny it.
This guy sounds like any guy who's ordered in front of me at Taco Bell. I was waiting for like a little bit more of an authoritative voice than that guy.
Hey, he's a guy who sits and reviews video evidence for a living. What do you expect? He's just being honest.
Omar's cousin sent me a really compelling picture of aliens.
Real deal, man. Real deal.
Autopsies from Mexico. Omar's got family all over the world, and these guys are in the know. We got that. That was a leaked bit of information from the Mexican government. And I believe that. And I don't need... This video, I remember this because we were looking at it when it first came out. There's a lot of weird stuff going on there. There was something that came out last week. I think it was passengers on an airplane that saw a UFO out the window of the airplane.
Really? Where's that video?
It was all over the place. I can't keep up with them anymore.
I think it was in Arizona, I think.
Oh, forget it.
Yeah, UFO is an alien.
Whatever, Jake. I don't want to nerd.
Oh, my God.
God. Oh.
He's not a fun...
Right. Take him.
Can
aliens.
you just be a cool alien conspiracy theory nerd?
Please, if there are aliens, I beg of you, come to Jake's place. He sleeps alone.
I would love that.
Anal probe him all you want.
Just someone please touch me.
Take him and touch him. Please. You got a great rack. You'll love it. All right? Thank you.
Landlords are easy to hate, but what about this nice, hardworking man who's just trying to make a living like the rest of us? And he just did a harmless little murder-for-hire plot that didn't pan out, and now the guy is serving 20 years for attempted murder. But here's the thing. One of them was not even his tenant. He apparently put a hit out on 2 different people, and he used one of his employees to contact a local gang member to carry out these hits. The first one was on his lawyer, and he was in a recent lawsuit, which he won, but he owed a bunch of money to the lawyer in legal fees, and he didn't want to pay those, so he got a kill.
It's a great way. Wow.
Second person was a, quote, litigant who defeated the landlord in court after the landlord had tried to take possession of his house. So it was a guy that he had lost to in court, and his reaction was to boop, kill. And he didn't do it well. They were able to intercept it, and now he is in jail. But, Omar, you're a landlord.
Yeah.
I'm sure you can find a silver lining in all this.
Listen, I think if the guy is going to lose out in any money, he's out there just making a paycheck just like everybody else is.
Right. Defend
if he
the
has to
landlord.
put a little kill on, I mean, what's the harm in that?
So, Omar, have you had to evict people before?
Luckily, I have been so fortunate with all my renters. One house that I bought already had a renter in it.
Because you scare them into it, am I right? They know the consequences.
Either evict you or you can leave by midnight, huh?
Or you can leave in a box.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's good.
I've been lucky. Not that many renters.
I'm going to move you into a studio coffin if you don't get the hell out of here.
One bedroom, easy.
Yeah.
Do you have a landline, Klein? Moving from landlords to landlines?
No. Haven't had a landline in years. And they
Omar,
do try to guilt you into getting one if you want a bundle. They love throwing that in the bundle.
Yeah, I do not have one. No, I haven't had one for a long time.
Klein's right. They do try and get you with the bundle, but a lot of people do still have landlines. But more than 70% of American adults, which is 183 million people, now only have mobile phones to make phone calls. But more than 25% of people still regularly use their landlines. And 3.3 million are phoneless in America, meaning they have no phone whatsoever. No mobile, no landline, no nothing.
How many people are phoneless?
3.3 million phoneless. Totally phoneless.
I think that there's just people that don't want to go on a second date.
Those are babies.
They're claiming. Yeah, Jake could be right. Good point, Jake. Look how many babies there are. Jake could be right. They can't get approved yet.
3.3 million.
All right, we get into a brand new hour of the show. We do it right now. The first thing we do is give you some tickets to see Kings of Leon, get you on a standby list. Caller 800-520-1067. Let's go.
Klein Alley Show.
Hey, I love you guys, and I listen to you guys every morning, and I better shut up because it's a drunk message. Bye.
Happy birthday, dear Valen. That's a big game, man.
Greta Thunberg.
106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
Oh, hell yeah. Just after 9 o'clock, Tuesday morning. Good hour if you're single, because the single whisperer, also known as Netflix comedian Jared Freed, will be stopping into the studio to figure out exactly why you're single. People seem to always blame everything else. But his special, 37 and Single, which was doing very well on Netflix. He's in town for the Netflix is a Joke Comedy Festival, which continues. It's kind of wild, just driving around, seeing all the venues, all the comedians that are here. And we've had a lot of them on our show the past few weeks, from Bert Kreischer, Chelsea Handler. List goes on and on. So Jared will be in the studio a little bit later. And if you are single, you're going to want to be able to call us immediately or text us at 800-520-1067 so we can try to figure out exactly why. Allie, if there's a reason why you're single, wouldn't you want to know what the reason is? Like, if you can't figure it out.
This is why I hate ghosting. Because if people ghost, you never know what you did wrong. And I want people to just tell me what I did wrong. I'm happy to tell you.
What? What did I do wrong?
Well,
that rap.
The rap.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I wouldn't do that if I was trying to sleep with someone. Luckily, Allie, I'm not trying to sleep with you, so I could do a diss track.
I'm just saying, in general, I think people need to know where they went wrong with anything.
Yeah,
any
I guess. Let's say hi to caller 20, which puts us in La Mirada. Hey, Kim.
Yes.
Good news for you.
Oh, my God. I'm so excited.
You are going to go see Kings of Leon at the Forum. That show's not until August, but even better news, I'm writing your name down on a standby boarding list so you can potentially go see them again in Dublin, Ireland, all right?
That's awesome. My husband's a huge fan. He's going to be so excited.
Great. Hold on one. You think he'll bring you with him or no?
Oh, he doesn't have a choice.
Okay, got it. Yep.
That's what love is about.
That's what, no choices. That's right.
She's a bitch.
Hey, she's a winner is what she is.
That's true.
Thanks for watching some of our radio show. We've got to get these cameras back to Best Buy before the 30 days runs out. So in the meantime, you can check out our radio show, which is available to listen to every day live on KROQ or the podcast.
Yes, if you download and subscribe to the podcast, you can save a morning show in need.
That's us.
We're very much in need. We're thirsty. Thirst trap.